funny. It's funny as hell. You got to play it, son.
All right. Let me go to Rakar. Rakar. Peace, Rakar. You got the floor, brother.
He's muted. He's muted, though.
Yeah, there we go. I want to share my screen real quick. First of all, shalom, Sonet. I've been watching your channel for a while.
All right. Peace, brother.
I appreciate you. But Vocab alone ain't about to be a brother. I just want to share that first and foremost. This is what Vocab Malone does. All right. Let me get this shared real quick. You see this image on my screen on the upper right-hand side?
Yeah, we talking about the Nation of Islam member?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Nation of Islam member that's not actually a Nation of Islam member. It's somebody that is dressed up so that y'all can make fun of people. Vocab's not a brother. What he does is he's a leech. He called me a leech the other day when his entire channel is comprised of trying to break down Israelites and what they stand for. And his real problem is that he don't want a black man on top. Now, while some of the imagery we saw was very fictional, and brothers and sisters got to be very careful about what they exalt and what they worship, we also got to understand that a big part of culture is entertainment. A lot of people learn through that. We need strong black imagery in the community. So while, yeah, we got to tread very carefully when we deal with how we look at that imagery, is a brother losing the lines between fact and fiction or not, we also got to look at the fact that this brother likes to wear G.I. Joe t-shirts. He likes superheroes. The problem is when it's time to look at black superheroes, he feel like it's time to stand up. He calls himself an urban apologist, a street apologist, and he wants to talk about people who believe in idolatry. He carries around idols of John Calvin. He got little John Calvin action figures. So
no,
when
Martin Luther. It's Martin Luther. It's not John Calvin.
Martin Luther? Oh, thank you for correcting me. That's idolatry.
But I am looking for a John Calvin
form of it. But what I wanted to say was, Vocab's real issue is that the Israelites teach that the people that took them into slavery is going to go into slavery, right? That's what we teach. And we teach that there's a way for us to treat each other that's way better than the death culture that we've promoted, that we see on the corner to and fro. And while we may disagree, Sonetter, Kemet versus Israel, and you other brothers on the stage, I say it's a black issue. I say it's an in-house issue. All this cracker wants to do is get material and fill his church up so that he can still be
Africa, you said it's a black issue. What about those Hispanic brothers in your camp?
It's a black issue. It's
what about those Hispanic brothers in your camp?
In the house, right?
What about those Hispanic brothers? Why are you discounting them?
Hold on. I didn't ask you.
No, I don't need to hold on. You said it's a black issue. What about those Hispanic brothers in your camp?
Slanderer.
Don't you think Hispanic brothers in Israel?
I'm never on a black channel. Can I finish my piece?
What about why you say black issue when you got Hispanic brothers in your chart?
On a black channel.
What about Native Americans? Why are you leaving them out, Ashraka?
I'm not leaving them out.
Hold on, Rakar, hold on. This is his show. But if you would like to come on and do a show, you can. You're welcome.
Yeah,
but this is Vocab show right now.
Let me show you what these guys like Africa do. Here's what they do.
Ask them a question.
When it's convenient for them, it becomes a black issue. But then if you say black Hebrew Israelites, they get all upset and say, well, don't forget about the Hispanics and the Native brothers. Okay, I'm remembering them. So you don't get to make it a black issue when you yourself have told me on my program, Lord willing, you're going to whip the slaves of Hamites in the kingdom. You want to own black slaves. Don't talk to me about a black man being on top. You want a black man on bottom. You think Judas gets to have black slaves.
Why do you call us black Hebrew Israelites if the main thing that stands out ain't black?
Hold on, one at a time. I'm going to let you speak, Rakar. I'm going to let you speak.
What's up?
Yeah, so I'm just saying you can't say it's a black issue when you got black and brown together. So will you leave them out now? You see, this is the trickery you guys do. But it's all a lie.
All right.
Do you not have Hispanic brothers in your camp?
Yep.
Are they black?
Black and Hispanic. You just said black and Hispanic.
Yeah.
So what I said
why you say it's only a black issue?
Black issues on Sonetter's channel. You said black Hebrew Israelites. If it was,
I did not say that. I haven't said that once the whole show.
Did he just bring up black Hebrew Israelites?
Just now I said it, but the whole show I have not said that.
And I didn't finish making my point. I didn't finish making my point.
But see, you're all you're doing is lying and going on and on and on.
No,
but you can't answer the question.
I'm not lying.
You can't answer the question though.
I answered the question. Ask it again, and I'll answer it again. Do I have blacks and Hispanics in my camp? Yes.
Okay. So do the issues relating to Israel affect them?
Yes.
Okay, so then how's it just a black issue?
I'm talking about on Sonetter's channel, right? Sonetter's concern is what's going on with black people. Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't know.
Right.
I can
real quick. Hold up. Let me answer this nincompoop. He said, Sonetta, really? I remember when you had people like Vocab Malone kissing your feet. Yes, I did. But now I got niggas that look like me tearing my ass down. So I no longer deal with the black and white issue. I got to deal with the issue that exists within my home. With the man that looked like me is the one that's trying to tear me down, stab me in the back, and kill me. That's who I'm looking at. See, I'm not dealing with that black and white issue no more. You had Sonetta at one time riding with y'all and riding with black people. But when I get on YouTube and do my work, it's Negroes that try to tear me down. So I'm no longer gonna have people like Vocab kissing my feet. I've been stopped doing that when I seen people like you and like me try to tear me down and kill me. So I'm not with all that nonsense no more. You can't fool me now. You see what I'm saying? You had me at one time and you lost me. So I'm not with all that riding with the black, all black, all black. It's the same one that will stick a knife in your back. You see? I understand the nature of the white man, but I also understand the nature of a black man as well. That makes it even worse because he looked like you. So don't give me that. I'm not with none of that. You can't pull that over on me today. So I ain't with none of that. Vocab respect me, I respect Vocab. Simple as that. If a Chinese man show me respect, I'm going to show his ass respect. Just like that. You see? So I'm supposed to respect and love black people who trying to put my ass in the box? No, it don't work like that no more, man. Nah, hell no.
Well,
So,
when you become a Christian, Sonetta, you will have to still love them because Jesus says, love your enemies.
yeah, that's why I'll probably never be a Christian, brother.
Brother Sonetta, is it okay if I finish addressing Vocab?
Yeah, finish. You can speak. See, I don't mind if you bring the smoke. I don't care.
I just don't want to overspeak you on as far as I'm concerned.
Go ahead, brother. You can speak. You can speak.
So the other day, Vocab Malone went as far as to slander me. You know, what I do is I have dialogues with Christian platforms, right? Except, like, you know what I'm saying, when I do it, I don't do it in a respectful way when it comes to Vocab. I'll confess to taking his material and just exposing him as a liar and somebody who's constantly contradicting themselves. But I went on a Christian show the other day and Vocab came on there and slandered me. And so what happened was he caused the ambush on that show where he was able to ask me questions and not wait for an answer to come out. Because like he did with Brother Apostle Zaquan, he's always trying to posture himself as the black man's intellectual superior. Ain't that right, Vocab? When it was a learning opportunity, you had to get your points in when it was really a situation where you should have been listening. I saw you do it several times. But what Vocab doesn't like most of all is that we preach the gospel.
People like you specifically.
Just let me finish my point,
you're
Vocab,
ignorant and you're a liar. You specifically. It's not about everybody else. But, you know, Ashrakar, since you followed me around to about, what is this, a fifth time you've went where I've went,
no, you've come where I've come. This is Black Power Network. This is Sonetta
Instead
TV.
of this
don't
back and
play
forth,
games with me.
I want to ask you to a formal debate with me. Forget
Right
all
now.
this follow me around like Mary had a little lamb.
Run it right now, and we can run it about whether or not the black, the Hispanic man, since you brought him into it, and the Native American man and the other Israelites are going to get salvation as opposed to what your gospel says, which we're supposed to forgive our enemies. God ain't going to put justice in the earth for the atrocities that have been done for us. Run it right now.
Instead of following me around like Mary had a little lamb, will you debate me formally? Yes or no?
Right now. Run it right now.
I told you, I'm not staying on for 2 hours to debate you right now. I got to leave.
It shouldn't take you long. I'm a high school dropout. You could do it.
I don't know what you are except a liar, right? But listen, will you formally debate me on another day on a neutral platform? Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the email in the chat.
I have some topic ideas.
When I called you to my show the other day on my wall and tagged you into it, you was a no.
Would you agree
and
on this
you want
topic?
to answer to the debate.
Will Israelites own black people in the kingdom? Would
Israelites
you debate that?
will own slaves no matter who the color. And guess what?
Will some of them be black, Ashra?
I'm not gonna treat them the way I'm gonna treat you.
Will some of them be?
So they're gonna be in a position way higher than
be black?
Vocab. All you're trying to do is strike emotional chords right now.
Okay, but you do believe some of your slaves will be Egyptian slaves, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, let's do a debate.
And they're gonna be like Joseph.
Israelites own Egyptians in the kingdom? Let's do that debate. How about that?
Nah, I'm gonna call
nationality.
No, okay. If you don't want to debate that, let's debate this. Is it moral?
Let's debate whether or not there's going to be slavery.
Is it moral to lie and
steal? Enemies of the Israelites. How about that?
Is it moral to lie and steal to people of a different nation?
Whether or not the Israelites are going to have their enemies and slaves.
No, because you're not. No, I never do a debate.
That's what I'm debating.
No, let me tell you why.
That's what I'm debating, Vocab.
Oh, so you only want to debate
We're
one
debating
topic.
whether or not the Israelites are going to have their enemies and slaves.
I'll do that.
I know I'm speaking English right now.
Okay,
Vocab.
if you debate this topic first.
No, run what I said to run, Vocab.
Can Ashra prove he's an Israelite?
Come on, Ashra, you got him. You got him.
Israelite.
Will you do that debate, Ashra?
All right,
he doesn't have to prove that.
We can layer it too.
All he has
That'll be
to do
the
is
debate
claim
topic.
We're gonna layer it too. The debate's
I'll
gonna
debate
be
you
where
on
Israelites have their
and
enemies
Israelites
in slavery.
Now, notice Ashra is saying he's going to agree to the debate topic that he's going to prove he's an Israelite. That's what we're going to debate. Okay, cool. I got to take off. I'm glad we'll talk a bit more about that later. That's a great debate topic.
Oh, you're not going to accept the rest of the debate?
Debates only have one thesis per debate.
Says you.
No, it says formal debate rules. If you want to debate the second debate, we'll do that after. I'm down with that.
Let's run it all together.
First, you got to prove you're an Israelite.
What I'm gonna say is, when you stand firm into the end, that's how you know who's an Israelite for real and who's not. That's my doctrine. What I'm not gonna do is fall into your presuppositions and then box myself into a corner where your logic gets to reign supreme over me. That's my doctrine. Did you know that?
So you will.
Did you know that was my doctrine, Vocab?
So now you won't debate. You're an Israelite. No, I know you guys all think that, but you.
Oh, you know. So what's the debate?
When you stand on a corner, Ashra, when you stand on a corner, you act like you're an Israelite because I've heard you. When you go
I stand on the corner, I say blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are descendants of the Israelites. And I say keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And then when they ask every Israelite, I say not everybody that comes from them places is Israelite. Because just like you brought up the other day, you asked me the other day what Edomites existed after 70 AD. The problem with your logic is when you went in to say that the Edomites were exterminated prior to 70 AD, you're only talking about the Idumeans that was identifying as such and not the ones that converted to being Jews. So the problem becomes there's people that converted to being Jews, and then there's people who are bloodline Jews.
All right, one at a time, y'all.
That's not what I asked you. I'm glad you studied a little bit since we talked last time. That's good. Keep on reading Josephus. It'll help our discourses.
You see how pretend slick this demon is?
With you, definitely. With you, because I know how you are. You're a slanderer.
This is a snake sitting next to you. And when he had a chance to have an honest dialogue with me, he turned it down. And it's on my channel. You can see it for yourself. He's a snake.
Twice you came on, I treated you with kindness and respect, and then you look what you did. You're duplicitous. You talk one way to me, but then when you go on your channel, you do a whole different thing.
Like I said,
don't duplicitous like that.
You can have a conversation with me in respect. Just because I can have a cordial discussion with you, don't mean I agree with you.
I never said you should agree with me.
To lie on somebody, you'll bear false witness on somebody, you'll slander somebody. I got the proof.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Hey, yo, Ricard, hold on. Let me ask a question, man.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes my brothers, man, y'all got to be able to know how to debate without